Yo guys, Jamie here today with a brand new video. This is a video talking about my favourite sport. I play a lot, it's shinty. Pretty much I get a lot of questions asking what shinty is it like hockey? And the answer to that question about asking about hockey is it's not. Well, I would just forget about that. Yeah, it's kind of like hockey, violent. So pretty much shinty is a sport that is consisted of two teams, 12 players to the max on the field at the one time, 12 a side, so pretty forward, which is one goalie, 11 outfielders. The things that we use in shinty are a kamin, which is the stick, the ball, which is cork wrapped in string with leather around it. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. I'll go get a ball. And I'm back. Here we have a shinty ball. This, on the inside, is cork and leather. Well, on the inside it's cork and string, on the outside it's leather. So, it's pretty solid. Can hardly squeeze it. It's good for hurting people. If you get hit where you're shooting with one of these, it fucking hurts. And I know it does. So that is the ball. The stick, I'll insert a picture here. Guys, of the stick. The positions of shinty, you've got the goalkeeper, but you have the fullback, halfback, or wing backs, which is the defence. You have full centre, two wing centres, which consist of the middle, and then up front you'll have the half forward, the full forward, and the wing forwards. You can play the forwards, you can play it in the south, which is 2 and 2, so you've got the two fulls and the two halves. I think you can do the same in defence, but it depends on what the way the opposition forwards are set up. The most common setup I've seen is the north formation, which is the one full back, and fucking hell, wrong side. One full forward, one half forward, and two wing forwards. That pretty much is the formations. The contact is obviously contact. Is obviously a contact sport. Shinty is you can only shoulder barge, but you cannot go in with both hands. Otherwise, that is a foul, and it'll be a free hit to the other team. So let's talk about set pieces. The set pieces you can get in shinty are by hits, which is the goal hit. You can get free hits, which is a foul, which can be from a kick, but they've changed the rule of the kick. The kick, it has to be intentional now. So like if you kick it by accident, the referee will not see it as a foul, depending on your ref, because there's like some really good bad refs and bad refs. So the kick rule has changed. It has to be intentional now, which is kind of weird, because even though people still kick it like by accident, the ref still gives it as a foul. I've noticed that in games I've played and others I've watched. Another way a free hit can be made, given by the ref, is if you go in with two hands, or take a hand off the stick, or put one stick. If he's got your back to you and you put your stick over him, that's a free hit as well. So pretty much that is the way you can get free hits. A shy is pretty much like a throw in. The stick has to be in between your eyes and over your head, so you've got to go like that. Anything like that or like that is a foul shy. Another foul shy is if your feet come off the ground. You have to have both feet square to the line, and then you can only twist your top bit hips. So yeah, you throw the ball up and then over your head. Penalties, don't hardly seen a penalty being given, to be honest, in our games anyway. I know that a penalty can be given if you foul the player in the D. We'll get to that in a minute. For all you dirty minded folk, stop laughing and get a life. I know I'm saying that because I've got a dirty mind as well, so yeah. Another set piece you can be given is a corner. That's pretty self-explanatory. Taken in the corner of the pitch, and obviously the opposition team has to put it out beside their goal. So like say you get a shot, keeper saves it, goes out. It's a corner. So that's shinty. That's the ways of getting a foul. A free hit. Another way you can get a free hit is the offside rule. The offside rule in shinty is completely different from football. The offside rule in football is that the forward is behind the defence before the ball is kicked over the defence. That is completely different from shinty. The shinty offside rule is that you cannot be in any part of your body, even the stick. If that's in the D, that is offside before the ball. The ball has to be in the D before you can enter the D. I really need to word this out better. It's getting dirty-minded now. So that is the free hits and penalties. Well, that's the set pieces anyway. The boxes, whatever you want to call them, is known as the D. It's pretty much just a massive D, like D-shaped on the pitch of paint, obviously, and then from that's like, I don't actually know how big it is on the proper pitch. Let me just have a look. Playing area. No, that's not it. There we go. It's a 10-yard area around the box, well, around the goal, and then you've got another arc 5 yards away, and then it's got a line in the middle of it, just like a tiny line, which is about that, which represents the penalty spot. And the penalties can be taken anywhere on that line. So like you can place the ball anywhere on that line as long as it's on the line. You can tee the penalty up, which I do not recommend if you ever play shinty. I do not recommend teeing up the ball if you take a penalty. Just find a nice flat surface on the grass. If you can't, just push the ball down. Make sure the ball is that way. So, and then you want to hit it in there. If you hit it there or there, you're going to duff it. So you want to try and aim it in the middle. Then aim for the keeper's eyes. That's how you score a penalty. What's next? Scoring. No. Scoring pretty much is the same as any goal, any sport that requires a net. You can, the goals, let's talk about the goals. The goals are quite tall. If you've ever seen a shinty goal, well, a really tall goal, it's narrow, then that is a shinty goal. I know they're beside the Aquadome in Inverness, like, but before I knew what shinty was, I always asked someone, what are they? And they just said, oh, they're shinty goals. It's like, what's shinty? Obviously, what I'm talking about now. But that was before I knew what shinty was, and then when I started playing shinty, I then realised what they were. I love scoring in those goals. Those goals are amazing to score in, because if you've got a small keeper at under 17 level, like, because at under 17 level you use big goals, and if you've got a midget keeper like Glasgow Mid Argyll, shout out to GMA if anyone's watching from there, but your keeper is too small. You need to get a bigger keeper, because I lobbed him from 40 yards just the other week, which was a good goal. Anyway, getting off track. But yeah, guys, if you've got a small keeper in big goals, your team is fucked. As I said, I scored from 40 yards and their keeper was fucking tiny. So people ask, where is shinty usually played about? Shinty is usually played up north in like the Inverness, Lewis, Skye, Glengarry, Fort William, Lochaber, Canusie, Newtonmore, Inverary, Open, just to name a few. But there is teams in England. There's London Camanachd Association. We've got Cornwall. It's also played in Lewis in Wales. Well, it's like, and there's other variations of shinty as well. It's called hurling, which uses a hurley. If this video gets like 5 likes, I'll talk about hurling. as well, just to give you a little insight in different sports in different parts of the world. And then it's called Bando as well. I'll find out about Bando. I don't really know what that is, but that is played in Wales. Bando is a Welsh sport. I want to talk about it. So that's enough said about where it plays. The ways you can win the ball back is obviously a shoulder barge. You can cleek, which is if you're behind the player at stick's length away, then the sticks go up to your belly button. The sticks have to go to your belly button, otherwise they're like too small or too big. But the ways you can win the ball back is a cleek. So if your stick's length away and they're taking a big full swing, you can just put your stick out, and then I usually put mine like with the hook bit up, the hook of the stick up, and then their stick gets caught in it, which is good because then you can get your body in the way and win the ball. Another way is a block. If you are pacey enough and you're brave enough to go in with a block, which is pretty much they're swinging, you put your stick over the ball, form a triangle with your body and the stick, and then their stick gets caught under your stick. You put your body out in between him and the ball. If you're a woman, him and her, whatever, because women play shinty as well. I'll talk about that in a minute, guys. But yeah, pretty much that is how you win the ball back. Now let's talk about the people who play shinty. The levels of shinty you get are primary. You can get under 12s, under 14s, under 17s, second team, and first team, and women, which is the same stage as the women. Well, women. I don't know if they can play in the first and second team for the men. I'm not quite sure actually. I think they can. I don't know. Should have looked this up before I actually knew. But yeah, under 12s is where I started for shinty. I started when I was 10. Shout out to Rakemoor Primary School for getting me involved with shinty, which was amazing. I loved it. I could hardly hit the ball in primary school, but obviously getting better and all that. And then I moved up to under 14s pretty quickly. I was about 12 when I made my under 14 debut, and then that was a good time for me. Under 14s was a great time for me because I started scoring goals for fun. I played in goals a couple times. If anyone's watching this that was playing in Glengarry Cup a couple years back, they would remember when I volleyed it and scared the shit out of the team. Cause like I'm known for trying to volley and fucking it up. I will leave a link to this boy's video on how to do a volley. It's fucking funny. It's like a 3-step volley. Chuck the ball up, get your swing going, and then put it all together. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Go check him out, drop him a sub, guys. If for more shitty content. Sorry, Fraser McDougall, I had to say that, but fucking keep it up, man. At least you're doing it. But yeah, we were playing in Glengarry Cup. I thought I was the ball came at me. I was in goal. I went to volley it. The team just looked at me when I was getting ready to volley it, like, Jamie, don't, you're gonna fuck up. And then I shut them up and fucking volleyed it away. And then after at half time they were like, Jamie, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck did you do that for? I was like, what? Why not? But yeah, I didn't fuck it up. I forgot what we were on about. Yeah, the first team, second team and all that shit. Then I moved up to under 17 level for Inverness, which was mixed with Strathglass as well. That was a good season. That we played a couple of decent games. We got a couple of decent results, and then that was when I kicked off with the second team for Inverness. I made my second team debut against Kamali second, away to Kamali, in 15 minutes because one of our players got injured, and then I got on. Just a quick note that the games last for the same amount as football. They last 45 minutes a half, 90 minutes both ways. Well, 45 minutes both ways, so it's like a 90-minute game here. You get like a 10-minute half time, which isn't too bad, and then that's pretty much it. And then I've played a couple seasons for Inverness Seconds, got a couple decent games. My most memorable game was my last game for Inverness. My last game for Inverness Seconds was emotional for me. Like, we were playing Glengarry in that game. I started because it was my last game. The coach let me start, which was amazing. Like, my first proper start when we had the full team. So I started in that game. Got myself my first ever senior goal came against Glengarry Seconds at home to Glengarry. That was just like emotional for me, because I've never scored a senior goal. I never started, and that was my last game for Inverness before I moved down to Edinburgh and started playing for Aberdare. I'm gonna fucking say it properly. And then I got brought off. Wait, there's a bit of controversy with my first goal. Apparently I was offside, but then I spoke because like the goal judge raised his flag, and then the ref blew for the goal already, and then there was like a bit of controversy saying I was offside and all that shit. I was just turning back looking at the ref like, is that a goal? Is that a goal? And then he pointed to the centre circle when I was given as a goal. Then I was like, yes, come on, let's do this. We're gonna win. And then I got brought off, which was like heartbreaking for me. I thought I was going to get a full 90 minutes. And then we were winning at this point. And then by my luck, our player got injured. And then I got back on. I got off for 2 minutes, got put back on, and then I scored another goal. I scored 2 goals in that game. We won 4-2, and then at the full time whistle, I just broke down. Kind of embarrassing moment for me as well. But that was a fucking brilliant game. Everyone started congratulating me, coming up to me to see if I was alright, saying well done for the season and all that shit. That was amazing. That was the best game that I've played for Inverness. Then I moved to Aberdare. Made my debut in an indoor tournament, just showing what I can do. Fucking ruined the tournament, scoring goals for fun. Then got to under 14s. Let's just say I was the oldest in the team. Well, I'm the oldest in the team. So it was like kind of hard for me to adjust and all that shit. But there was a couple of people my age, which was good. So like I could talk to them. And then I quickly made my debut in the second team. Well, in a pre-season, I made my debut for Aberdare seniors in the first team, which was amazing. I made my debut in a friendly against St Andrews, Tayforth. I scored in that game. That was my 3rd goal for seniors. Then I played on the same day, straight after that game, against St Andrews Uni for the second team. I scored in that game as well. We drew 3-3 in that game. Threw away a fucking 3-0 lead. We come back and draw 3-3. Then it came to the season. The season went alright. We had a couple wins, couple losses, and then it came to the Bullock Cup against Kyle's Athletic. Somehow I was able to score in that game for my 4th senior goal. My 4th senior goal came from a shot which was going wide initially, then it came off a defender, but I'm claiming it as Michael, not because like the Camlect Association gave it to me. They put my name on the score sheet for that, which was brilliant. Then came to last game of the season against Dunoon, away to Dunoon, last game of the season for the seconds. That was a good game. That was a good day out. We ran that game. We ran away with that game. Picked myself up 2 other goals. Brilliant. So that's enough about the levels anyway. So the leagues, you've got South Division 2, South Division 1, you've got North Division 2, you've got North Division 1, you've got the Premier League, and you've got the National League. I think that's how they go. Anyway. I'm not sure actually. I don't even know how the fucking leagues work. Fuck. Competitions, leagues. I don't know, how do they go? Fuck. But I know it's north, I know it's south what 2, and then the winner of north south 2 gets promoted to south 1, and then they get promoted to the national. Yes, no. It's either the Prem or the national. I can't even check the Shinty website because it's down for maintenance. It's getting updated. Fuck. It's bad. I've been playing Shinty 6 years now. I don't even know the leagues. But that's pretty much Shinty. Then the fucking is there anything else? I don't know if there's anything else, guys, in Shinty. Just quickly having a look. No, nothing else really. Let's talk about internationals for a couple minutes. The Shinty International is usually played in September, October time. It's Scotland, which is Shinty, and the hurling, which is Irish. They play 2 legs, one in Inverness at the Bucht, or sometimes Oban, depending on who gets the pitch, and then, but it's mostly Inverness. And then they play the next one in Ireland at oh shit, what's the pitch called again? Fuck. Excuse my language, guys. I'm trying to think of the pitch. Oh, what is it? I don't know. But yeah, that is pretty much the Shinty Nationals. Substitutes, they're rolling subs. Well, you get 3 subs, obviously, but you can. If one player, it's not the same as football. When if one player comes off, they can't go back on. Shinty is the complete opposite. If the player comes off, they can go back on, which is good. And but yeah, guys, this has been a video talking about Shinty, guys. If you enjoyed the video, I hope I've informed you a bit more. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. But this video can get to 5 likes. I will talk about hurling in my next video. But yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.